So welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Chantilly for our second semi-final of the Nations Cup. Korea versus Illinois. Korea in their white and blue shirts, and we'll have Illinois in their black shirts. Got a great view of a magnificent crowd here at Chantilly, and there we have just had the presentation starting here now. David Coy already starting to move forward, and now coming up to it, Derek Roy coming up, who will be playing the first two chuggers. And playing at number 3 will be Santiago Stosa Pandy. Playing at the back door will be, of course, one, Tito Rizginazu. And, of course, for Illinois, playing at number 1 will be Richard Harris. Playing at number 2, Larry Ashbrook. At number 3 will be Pedro Harrison. And at number 4, it is Adrian Laplacette. We have a 12-goal team versus an 11-goal team, so there'll be no golden chucker. Half a goal start it'll be there for Illinois. Top scorers there, you see after that last game, Pierre-Henri Ngumu, 24 goals. Louis Charige on 19 goals, having scored the golden goal in that last match against Pierre-Henri's Normandy team. At number 3 in the ranking, it is Juan Jose Tetestoni on 15. On number 4, we have Juan Ruiz, Tito Ginazu, who will be playing in this match, of course, for Korea. And then at number 5, Kasper Krasman, playing on 13 goals. Now we have just Pedro Harrison coming forward. And at the back door, the captain there for the Illinois team based at Las Brisas in Illinois is Adrian Laplacette. And our two umpires out on the field will be Gaston Lucero and Rafael Silva, with Guillermo Villanueva as third man. And we're looking to get this second semi-final underway to see who is going to go through against PACA France on Sunday for the Nations Cup here in Chantilly. So two teams just organising themselves out there. We've just got one of the umpires quickly dismounted, just looking to check some gear or something. We've got some great views coming to you from the drone from airsolproductions.com. So just waiting for the other umpire to get back out in the field, and then we'll get this one underway. The last game, David Coy playing the most amazing game, scoring 3 goals, I think it was, in one of the previous matches, making backhands, getting balls on the meat. Really came alive in that game. We'll be looking forward to seeing how they get on today, this Korean side. Just the final touches warming up here now as they just wait for the umpire to get himself sorted out. It's possibly a radio issue going on. We need to have them radioed up so they can communicate with each other to prevent any further delays in the game, make sure these calls are correct. And of course, we'd love to hear from you on social media. And there it is, our social media. It is Instagram, Pololine OK, Facebook, Pololine Int, Pololine for Twitter, and on TikTok at Pololine OK. So if you manage to tune in to Facebook, I can certainly give you a shout out. And let us know that you're watching, and where, of course, you're watching from. So 2 teams lining up here now, with Rafa to bowl this ball in to get this one underway, and we're underway here now. Ball at the back of the line out there, looking for it once again is Adrian Laplacette. Laplacette Picks this one up here now, sends the troops up forward. Nice little weighted pass, picks that one up the front door here now. Sends that one up there for Richard Harris. Couldn't pick that one up cleanly. Backhand comes in, sending that one wide out towards the side, but in comes Harrison, trying to pick it up. But it's going to be La Placette in front of Tito on the play here now. Tito is going to do Tito. You got Pandy, just give him a little bit of space, just to work on it. Goes forward, does Tito, leaves it now for Pandy. Pandy up on the play here now. Pandy keeps this ball up. Comes Tito. Tito comes back, goes on the run here this time. Drives this one out wide here now, looking for Tito. Tito just gets ridden off out of that one there by Harris. Leaves it now for La Placette. La Placette on the play. Adrien La Placette checks up onto this one here now, looks to come back inside. Harrison comes in on the meet, and a beautiful meet there indeed there by Tito Rizginazu. Rizginazu, the burglar here now, takes this one up the field here now. Tito looking to stick a ball this one. In comes La Placette, try and put the pressure on him. Ball bouncing, and he's over the top of that one there. Now leaves it here nicely for David. David comes up onto it. David looking to put that one away and put it through the goal, and he does. A great goal there, well positioned, and great play there by David Goal. Gets himself in behind, scores an absolute ripper. Opens up the scoring here now for Korea. Very patiently waited for that. Basically, effectively just got into the bus shelter, waited for the bus to come along, and as over the top of it went Tito, and just put that one away nicely, joined the line. So a great start there for Korea. 1-2.5 is the score. So La Placette comes into the line out, looks to pick it out. Out comes out the other side of this one, it comes now, but it's picked away and taken away now by Tito once again. Tito taking this ball forward. He's under pressure there from Ashbrook. Ashbrook yields off him, gets called away from it, tries to pull that one forward this day once again, but it's La Placette. La Placette on it here now. La Placette trying to get away there from the hooks of Pandy, puts it onto his near side. Santiago going around the long way round, couldn't quite get hold of that one there, but it's going to be Tito onto his near side here with Harrison there with him. Pedro Harrison going back there with Tito, yields off him, looks to go deep for the covering man, and it's Pandy goes up forward as Tito goes one way, goes the other way, trying to make a bit of space for himself and get away from La Placette. Sends that shot up the field here now. Up over the halfway line comes the ball here now, gets a driving shot, there's Pandy, sends that one into the danger zone once again, but it is now going to be left for Pedro. Pedro checks up on the play. Checks up, comes away there from Pandy, checks up once again, but Pandy gets the ride off. It's now picked up by La Placette, picking up the spoils here now. Sends it out, not wasting any time, trying to get onto that one's Tito, but first to surface onto it is going to be Harrison once again. Pedro, long lofted drive by him up the field. Backhand comes in, cracking backhand there, this time by, it was Jerry Kwak, sends that one in once again, but the ball's now left here for Pandy. Sends it up now for Tito. Tito on the far side there with La Placette going with him. Goes with the next shot and tries to drive this one in. Doesn't get exactly what he wants, but he regains possession once again. It is Tito and La Placette together on the boards. Coming back to give a bit of support and a bit of help out there. It is going to be Pandy. Gives a little bit of protection. Makes a little space for Tito on that one there. He's going one way. Goes the other way. Leaves it now for Pandy. Santiago drives that one forward, trying to feed that one up. Just comes off the pony and it picks it up here now. Does La Placette. La Placette on the boards. Going to get marked hard there by Santiago Ristosa. Pushing hard, working hard as La Placette tries to come away with it. Leaves it now for Pedro. Pedro just yields off him. Goes down the boards here now. Does La Placette. La Placette opens that shoulder, drives that one up, looking to open it up here now to get that one up for Richard, but looking to close the door here and take this one across the field, couldn't quite do so. Felt there was a foul hook, came in onto that one there, and we just get a whistle on the play. So Jerry Kwak was trying to make the play on that one there, and the umpire's just saying, let's go for a free change here, and we'll unpick this here, and let's see what we can see on that replay. Certainly appealing for that foul hook. And so La Placette quickly mounts back up again, and the umpires just discussing this one. And the ball will be dropped down here now for a penalty 5 in favour of Korea, as the players make their way back out onto the field here to get chucker number 2, chucker number 1 back underway once more. And you just see on the grey pony Larry Ashbrook coming back onto the field. In shot there as the ball's being teed up. By Santiago. Aristotle. Circles around, back round up onto this one here. Pandy taps it forward, keeps his ball moving forward. Just coming to meet him to put the pressure on is Larry. Dummies to go by himself. In behind, once again comes Tito. Goes forward, leaves it for Tito. Comes off the back of the play here now, just to meet. Lapracette sends a long driving shot up the front door here now. Looking for it again is David. David looking to get onto this one here. He does. The ball just pops up unkindly on him. Harrison couldn't get onto that one there. Quite comes onto it as well, but it's just left behind. They're all hooked each other out and cancelling each other out onto that one there. The ball brought away here now by Lapracette. Lapracette comes forward, looking for something out of that one there, and just got impeded in the play, and we get a whistle. So that one's going to get picked up. You can see on the replay. Didn't have the play in there. As Lapracette claimed that line, came up forward. So it looks like that's going to get moved up to the halfway line for penalty 5B, for a midfield penalty in favour of Illinois. Illinois behind by half a goal on handicap. And of course, just to mention whilst they're teeing this up, Fly Polo and Travel, as it says, tailor-made services for all your polo needs whilst travelling throughout the world. Pedro brings it forward. Pedro goes with the driving shot, sends this one up the middle of the field it comes off a pony. Who's going to first surf this one? It's Lapracette. Lapracette on it here now. Lapracette trying to play a bit of show and go and gets that one up past Pandy, goes up forward, the backhand comes in, taking that one away again was by David Cole, plays a lovely play on it, but first to pick it up is going to be Lapracette. He's off that one now, he's trying to get back onto it once again, but Harrison picks it up here now. Harrison faces up towards goal once again. Harrison gets stopped in his play and going towards goal it goes, and in towards goal it goes, and through the goal it goes, taking the score now 1.5 goals it is now to Illinois. 1 goal to Korea. You see on the replay here now, Harrison been working hard to try and get away from everybody on it, and he managed to do so, get that one through the goals, weaved his way through the traffic, and nothing they could do about it. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. You can see on the replay again, tried to play the backhand, but enough had carried on through for the goal. 1.5 to 1 it is. So back to the middle, ball back into play. Off the back of the line comes Tito. Tito drives that one up, or is that Pandy? Sends that one up the field here now, breaking away from the line out. Goes with a half swing, looking to control it. Lapracette coming back to make the hooking play. It's onto his near side, looks to get that onto the near side and puts it away. A beautiful breakaway goal there by Tito Rizginazu. Taking the score now. 2 goals it is to Korea, 1.5 to Illinois, answering that goal there of Pedro's. Broke away from that line out. Lapracette was putting the pressure on him. And the ball just bounced over to his near side, so he finished that one off over to the goal line. Does Tito Rizginazu. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. So look to get this one. Ball back in before the first bell goes. Just looking for a bit of order in the line, and the ball's back into play. Off towards the back of the line out. Lapracette's coming for it, but Tito's the measure of the treasure, so he comes back into it as well, but it is going to be Pedro away with it out the far side there. Now yields off, takes a man, leaves it for Lapracette. Lapracette once more. Lapracette takes his ball down the boards here now, being closely marked. Gets ridden off out of that one there. Who's first round? Lapracette. Lovely bit of horsemanship by Lapracette. Lapracette takes it in the balls in the middle. A little bit of fishing going on by both the players, trying to find that ball. That Lapracette comes up with it here now. Settles down, sends the driving shot, looks to get that one in up the field here now for Pedro, but couldn't quite do so. The backhand comes in, gets stopped, deflected there. Beautifully there by Larry, but in turn gets picked up once again by Kwok. And it's going to be Ashbrook to take that one down across the field here now, but we get a whistle on the play. And I think that there will be end of Chukka, ladies and gentlemen. So at the end of Chukka number 1, the score is Korea 2, 1.5 it is to Illinois. And a very enthusiastic crowd indeed we have here at Chantilly this afternoon. So in the meantime, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be starting off chukker number 2. With rolling from the inside out, 2-1.5 is the score in favour of Korea. And in this chukker, we will have Jerry will sit down and Bing Kim will come in the line out it is off the back of the line out. Tito picks this one up here now. Tito checks up on the play. Tito. Pandy goes up forward here now. Sends a nice little weighted pass up over the top of the players there. But the measure of it there comes for Pedro. Pedro Harrison makes the play forward, taking it away from Pandy. Pedro takes it away once more, gets a little bit of protection there. Good work by Larry Ashbrook, giving him that little bit of protection so he can get the ball turned on the boards here now. Comes inside the players. Laprasette looks after him, flicks that one away there from Pandy. Pandy tries to come in and spoil the play, but it's going to be Laprasette. Comes in, gets up to that one there, does Harrison, but we get a whistle on the play. And see on the replay here, the ball just gets flicked away, gets pushed forward there by Laprasette, and Pedro comes in, and the umpire's not liking that, believing that Pandy had that line. So the ball will be placed down here now for a penalty from the spot in favour of Korea, being teed up by Tito Rizkinazu. But it's Pandy to take it here now. Santi takes it forward here now. Santiago taps it forward once more. Santiago in there is his marker, looking to try and make him play it in the form of Richard Harris. Drives it up forward here this time, looking at the front door there for his teammates, but first to surface with it is going to be Tito. Tito Rizkinazu checks up, turns back inside, sends the backhand this time, looking to set that one up there, and he gets that one on the run there for Pandy. Pandy comes in to flick this one through, and he does. Well worked goal there between Tito Rizkinazu and Santiago Aristoza. Extending their lead, 3-1.5 it is. Nice pass there, managed to get away from his man. The man that was marking him tried to get the hook in was Larry Ashbrook, but Pandy just had too much pace and got away from them there. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. 3-1.5 is the score in favour of Korea. So ball back into play, front of the line out, looking for that one there. Couldn't quite pick that one up with David. It's now Bing Kim's onto it, but it's Laprasette comes away with it here now. Laprasette, they're going to have to yield off him and allow Laprasette to have the play. Turning with Laprasette, of course, is going to be Tito, but it's Pedro comes in around the back of the play here now. Pedro Harrison up to the halfway line. Pedro checks up on the play. Pandy just stumbling a little bit there and he just straightens himself up. He's got Pandy in front, so he unloads that ball and sends that one up the front door, but it's going to be picked up here now. Once again by Tito. Tito onto the play here now with Laprasette in there with him. Comes away, gets a nice bit of protection there from David. Goes up with the play here now, sends this one up forward, looking there for David once more. David comes up onto that, couldn't quite get the play. He felt he was interfered with, but no, it's going to be Laprasette to pick up the play. Laprasette makes a turn, faces forward once more, just to be met there by Bing Kim. Comes away with it. Laprasette just keeps tapping that ball forward, looks finding a little bit of space. Harrison just giving him a nice bit of protection there. Laprasette, once more, Laprasette keeping teasing that ball down the field here now, comes back inside. Pedro gives him protection, goes one way, goes the other way, looking to try and weave his way through. Pedro goes up forward, nice little weighted pass there, up the boards, but the first to surface up onto this one there, looks like it's going to be Tito. Tito comes in, he gets his play spoilt there by Pedro, but Tito retains possession. Tito has to reach back, comes back for it, avoids the swiping hook, and sends this ball up the field here once again. Comes off the pony of Laprasette, and Laprasette picks it up on the boards. Laprasette picking it up, trying to make the turning play, but we've been well marked on there. And it flicks it over to Pedro. Pedro, this time, sends that one up forward, and he sends that one. He's got a little bit too far left with that one. Larry Ashbrook coming onto it here now. Larry looking to keep this one in play. Takes it ball a little bit further forward and looks to try and come up past Bing Kim, but they both cancel each other out, leaving the ball for Tito. Tito Rizkinazu and Korea on the attack once more from the back line. In behind comes Laprasette. He wants to unload this ball if he can and just got over the top of that one there and quickly round onto it. Once again, it's going to be Laprasette. This is dangerous here now for Korea as Laprasette takes hold of Pandy and puts him on his near side. And through the ball and through the goal he goes with that. Does Adrian Laprasette. A lovely goal there. Quickly round, jumping and capitalising on his opportunity there, did Adrian Laprasette once again. Puts the man in the pocket and then goes onto his near side, back onto his stick side and just flicks that one inside the goal. Taking the score now. 2.5 goals is to Illinois, USA, and 3 goals to Korea. So a couple of players look to scurry off and go and change. as the players make their way back towards the middle of the field. We're about halfway through this chukker, so we will have a free change. Nearly all the players leaving the field of play to quickly change. Bing Kim is leaving as well there for Korea. And David Koh is still staying on the field. Before we get the second half of chukker number 2 underway of this 5 chukker match, 12 goals, Nations Cup here at Shanti. See Laplacette coming back on this little grey pony. Played really well for him, got a lot of work out of him, out of this pony all tournament, to come out to the second half of this second chukker. So the two teams there back in the middle of the field, just waiting for Bing Kim to make his way back to the middle, and then we'll have a full account of players to get this underway once again. So a full complement of players there on the field. Just waiting for the umpire to call the two teams together, as he does, and the ball's back into play once more. Off the back of the line out. Looking for that one's Pedro. Pedro working on the play here now. Quickly turning round up onto it. Pedro gets hooked off out of that one. We get a whistle on the play. As much as hooked, it looked like he actually just came over the top of the ball. You see, he came in there. Pedro picks the play up, pulls it back the other way, comes back onto it. And this is going to get moved up here to a 60-yard penalty, a penalty 4 in favour of Illinois. An opportunity here now for them to get out into the lead. Being teed up there by Laplacette, with Pedro just standing by as the other two get themselves to either side of the goal. Laplacette circling around here now. Great penalty taker. Our last match, teams had difficulties with their penalties. Let's see how Laplacette's feeling here this evening. Adrian Laplacette, pony, beautifully balanced, coming round up after this one here now. Keeping consistency, he strikes it, it's just over the top of them all and straight through the middle of the goals it is. An excellent penalty by Adrian Laplacette, putting Illinois back out into the lead again. 3.5 goals to 3 goals over Korea. So Korea started well, and you can just see things how things change and turn very quickly indeed, and the two teams lining up once more. Ball back into play. Into play it is. It looks like Pandy's coming away with this one here now. Flicks it round the back of the line and out the front. It comes on this one here now. Over the top of that one. The backhand comes in, but it's Tito to pick it up once more for Korea. Tito Ginasu. He's got Pedro. Pedro there with him. Pedro comes in, looks to make the hook. Couldn't quite get it there. Gets beaten there by Tito. Tito starts to go on the move here now. Oh, and he's over the top of that one there. Wanted to whip it around the traffic. The ball's left. Who's going to be first to surface up onto it? First to surface. Looks like it is Laplacette. Laplacette manages to get this one. Laplacette being worked on hard there. Laplacette still with the play. Laplacette. He's got Harrison there to give him a bit of a helping hand to get that ball away there from Pandy. Goes down the boards here now on the far side of the field, going up pace down the field here now, and it is Laplacette looking to drive this one into the danger zone. Laplacette sends this forward, but he looks like he's just shown a little bit too much of that one there for Tito. Tito goes round, carries this ball, carries it running around the field instead of playing the backhand into all the traffic, keeps his ball moving forward, checks up here now, turns away there from Laplacette once more, looking to try and make a bit of space for himself here so he can set up a play once more. In comes Pandy to give him a little bit of a helping hand and a little bit of protection there. He's going one way, then the other way. He's going to have to get a wiggle on here, and he does. He pulls that one away. There goes the first bell. First bell is gone, so Tito Ginasu looking to unload this one and send this one up the field. He does. Can he get back onto his own play, or did he just not give quite enough of that? No, he showed too much of that one there to Pedro. Pedro's backhand goes up, comes down. Picked up once again by Tito Ginasu just inside his own half. Taps it up forward. Looks to send that one up here now for Pandy, or is he going to send it up there for Kim? And it is Pandy picks it up here now. Harrison has other words about this and sends a little backhand in to clear it away, and we end up getting the second bell goes as La Placette comes onto the play, and that there will end Chukka number 2 with the score being 3.5 goals. It is to the team from Los Brisas, Illinois, USA, over Korea 3. And now we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line.
Découvrez le Grand Pavillon Chantilly, hôtel 4 étoiles à seulement 40 minutes de Paris, idéal pour vos week-ends à la campagne ou vos événements d'entreprise. Le Grand Pavillon Chantilly se situe à 5 minutes de Chantilly et propose une offre de restauration, un spa de 1200 m² et un kids club pour les petits. Venez vous déconnecter loin de l'agitation urbaine.
So back live again about where we started. Chukka number 2 to Chukka number 3 with the ball being bowled into play. Into play it is there from the inside out where the Chukka ended, and coming up onto that one's Pandy. Pandy wants Tito wanted a little bit of, Pandy wanted a bit of that one. Tito trying to get a bit of that one, but it's now Tito once again. Tito going towards the goal, gets hooked off out of it. It's left behind by La Placette, and he's going to be picked up by Harrison here now. Harrison checks up, turns, faces in the direction he wants to go, finds a bit of space. You see La Placette giving him some protection, now goes up on the move here. Harrison not being pressurised here, so Pandy just waits for him, looking for him to try and unload this one. He reckons he's got the pony here now and goes on the move, sends it up. Up goes Harrison. Oh, and he gets hooked off out of that one, but managed to retain possession once again. Great play there by Pedro, but he's ridden off and the ball's taken off in there by Pandy once again. Pandy, up he comes here now, goes with a long drive. Who's got the pony? But it looks like we've got Harrison. Comes up the inside of him and pushing him wide. And just going to try and shadow that one out of the back line, unless it stays in play. Stayed in play. Good strong backhand there by Harrison. Back out towards the boards. First to surface on it, though, is going to be Tito there with La Placette. La Placette deals off that one there. Coming forward here once again. Back in towards the centre of the field. Tito trying to dribble this one forward. Really showed too much of that one to Harrison. Harrison reckons he's got away with it. Tito's not happy with it, but Pedro's managed to steal that one out and pinch his pocket from underneath his nose. Looks for a bit more from the persuader. Pandy's coming back at pace. Harrison flat out down the field here now. Lovely centering shot there by Pedro. Pedro just looking to stick and ball this one home here now. Drops the mallet down gently. One tap, two taps, puts it away. A nice coast-to-coast goal there by Pedro Harrison. Taking the score now. 4.5 goals it is to Illinois. And we just see on the highlight there, the finishing off, just drop the mallet down, nice little controlled half swing, instead of going for the glory shot and put it away beautifully. Great play there by Pedro Harrison, coast to coast. 4.5 it is to Illinois, 3 goals now to Korea. And we have a change in this team, of course, here in the third Chukka. We have Jerry Kwok playing and Bin Kim with David McCoy sitting down. The three players sharing this number 1 and 2 position. So ball back into play once again it is in the line out, trying to dig this one out. Tito takes it away there from this man looking for something out of that one. There is Lapracette, but Tito brings his ball forward. Taps it up forward once again, comes onto the inside. Back comes Pandy to look after, give him a little bit of protection. Comes the protected side there, does Tito. Tito once again. Lovely aerial shot there from the drone. Pulls it back there, there's Tito. Tito once more, taps it away, goes into open space. Goes away from Pedro, but there waiting for him is Lapracette and sends the ball into the danger zone once again. It's well marked, it's well pushed off out of the way, and it looks like it's gone through. A beautiful, well-worked goal there by Tito, keeping his cool. Good discipline from his players, keeping the ball clear. You see he takes that ball, sends it up the field, and there's nothing they can do, the two players at the back door there, because they're just cancelling each other out. Great play there by Bing Kim, looking after his man and making sure that ball had a free travel through the goals it goes. Taking the score now, 4 goals it is to Korea. 4.5 to Illinois. So back to the line out once more. The ball to get bowled into play here. Ball bowled in. Into play it goes. Off the front of the line out. Looking for that one there. It's been Kim. He gets ridden off out of that one there. The next pair cancel each other out, but it's going to be Lapracette to tidy up the spoils once again. Tidy up does Lapracette, and out on the move he goes here. Little half swing there. Lapracette trying to avoid this hook there from Tito. Tito trying to get in touch with him now, but it is Lapracette. Oh, and he's over the top of that one there. The backhand comes in by Tito. Pandy quickly round up onto it. Pandy takes that one away there from Larry Ashbrook, and it's going to be Pandy now leaves it for Tito. And he's over the top, and the backhand comes in there by Lapracette. In through the goals it goes, capitalising on it. The boys got a little bit confused from Korea, and through the goals it goes. Lapracette says, thank you very much indeed. 5.5 goals it is now. You can see Tito unfortunately went over the top of that one there. And Lapracette just sent the backhand in. And through the goals it is. 4 goals to Korea. 5.5 now it is to Illinois. And we have a free change here, ladies and gentlemen. So the two teams will leave the field of play to quickly go and change halfway through this third chukker of this 5-chukker match. So up there in the Korean camp, and thank you very much indeed for Clinova for their support here on Polo Line. The rehydration tablets, very important indeed to get those minerals in. It's not just about taking your water. So the bell's being just rung there. We're just waiting now for Bing Kim to make his way onto the field. And we'll get this one underway after that goal by Adrien Lapracette. So ball gets bowled into play. At the back of the line out it is. Pedro looking for that one, leaves it now for Lapracette. Lapracette trying to come round the front of the line here now. Yields off it, leaves it behind, but the backhand comes in. Nice backhand indeed, but first to pick it up is going to be Pedro. Pedro going back with this ball, looking to try and make a bit of space for himself. Gets a hard bump and a ride off there by Tito, so Lapracette comes back to give him another bit of a helping hand. Lapracette on the move here now. Lapracette up the boards he goes with this one here now. Lapracette sending the guys up forward, up towards the middle of the field, but Bing King comes to put the pressure on him, looks to come back inside, or will he go with the show and go? Goes with the show and go and takes it away there because he had Pandy there with him. He sends this one up the front door for the guys to do the damage if they can. See what's going on here now. Goes up past the goal, looks for the next shot, couldn't get that one off, but unmarked. Goes with the backhand behind the tail, but couldn't quite get the distance he was looking for. Pandy picks it up here now. Brings it up forward here once again. Up over short of the halfway line. Sends a driving shot up the field here, there. Does Tito, but it just gets first to surface up onto this one here. It's going to be a backhand. Comes in there by Larry Ashbrook. Larry Ashbrook backhand. Only as far as Guinnessoo. Guinnessoo takes that forward. Bing Kim takes to take that one a little bit further. And just slipping in between the players there was Pandy, but we get a whistle on the play. And you can see on the replay here now, Pandy just coming in between the players in front of Pedro. So we'll have a spot penalty here now. The ball will be dropped down. So players called. And it is going to be Pedro Harrison to bring it in once again. Pedro goes on the neck with that one there. Sends that one up for Laplacette. Laplacette on this little chestnut pamper. Goes with the drive, tries to send that one up once more, but doesn't quite get enough onto it. Gets taken off out of the play. Nice near side play there. Backhand comes in by Tito, looking to set up Pandy this time. Pandy, he's free and loose and out there in the front, looks over his shoulder. Pedro's coming back to put the pressure on him. He's just making sure he's got enough time as Pandy goes a little bit wide out there towards the right-hand side, looking to sweep that one in underneath the neck, and underneath the neck he goes and puts another one on the board there. And that looks like that is now on the end of the chucker, and it's 5 goals. It is now to Korea. He just pushed himself a little bit wide on that approach shot out towards the right-hand side and had to swoop that one in under the neck, and does so very eloquently indeed. Does Pandy, taking the score now. 5 goals is to Korea and 5.5 there to Illinois, USA. And now we'll go into the half-time with a few messages and adverts from Polo Line.
They say your eyes flash like lightning, so sweet and all-seeing, that your smile is like 100 full autumnal moons. Your skin golden, and your victory is endless. You magnetize everything without exception, and are praised even by the Gandharvas. You dance, right knee bent and left extended. Your brow wrinkling, you stun all thinking. You shine with limitless joy, freeing all hardship. You wear the new moon as a tiara, dancing, spinning. You strike the earth's surface. Peaceful you are, liberation. Immersed in deep rapture, you're the bold dancing lady. You hold in your hand your joy and contentment, with lustrous sparkling eyes. Aren't you the one who brings peace?
vous habite.
Hello and welcome to Malaysia. Whether it's your first time here or on a returning flight, we at BP are committed to creating a pleasant experience for you through our new COVID-19 screening process here in KLIA. As soon as you arrive, please proceed towards the BP Health Screening Lounge.
While you proceed to walk past a thermal scanner which scans all arriving passengers. Test our COVID-19 swab test online from your home country, please proceed to the self-registration kiosk to process your e-vouchers. If you have not yet purchased the swab test, do not worry, as our friendly BP registration staff will assist you with the process.
After registering, take a seat and relax at a world-class design lounge while you wait for your COVID-19 swab test.
Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals will be there to support you through the entire process. Our screening facility is also equipped with a state-of-the-art on-site COVID-19 lab to ensure a quick turnaround time and the release of the test result.
And that's it!
Here at BP, we hope that you have a pleasant experience with us throughout this process. Till we meet again next time, from everyone here at BP, take care and stay safe.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Chantilly, France for our second semi-final in the Nations Cup 2023. We have a progression of the match so far. We've got a wonderful crowd here, a lot of people out there on the field, stretching their legs, treading a few divots, which is great to see, as always, at Polo. So after chukker number one, Korea were in the lead by 2 to 1.5. Of course, Illinois on that half-goal handicap start. At chukker number two, they turned it around to 3 to 3.5. 2 goals scored by Illinois, 2 goals again scored by Illinois and by Korea. So they're progressing up there slowly, matching each other in the last 2 chukkers. And going into the second half, 5 goals is to Korea and 5.5 to the Illinois USA team as we see them coming back out onto the field. Adrian Laplace in the white helmet, and the black helmet is Larry Ashbrook. As the people start to come back off the field, back to their seats, to watch this second semi-final on this glorious evening here in Chantilly. There we have the Korean team back out on the field, and here for chukker number four, David Koi comes back onto the field. We'll be playing along with Bin Kim, Santiago Urstosa, and of course Tito Rizkinazu. So there you see Pedro and Adrian coming towards the throw-in, which will be in front of the crowd here and in front of us here at Polo Line. Polo players just warming their horses up and getting the last finishing touches to them. Or a few of them are anyway, whilst the field clears. A lovely drone shot there. Great view of this setup at Chantilly of the orangery in the middle of the two fields. So we have a full complement of players. And Gaston Lucero looking to bowl this ball in to get the second half of this match underway. 2 more chukkers to play to see who's going to be going through to play PACA France in the finals on Sunday. Ball back into play at the back of the line now. That one just gets stopped. And it's Pedro once again. Pedro working very well indeed. Checks up. Laprasset comes in, gives him a little bit of protection there. Tries to flick the other way. Does so, but just to be met there by Pandy. Pandy makes a turning play with the ball. In behind him is Tito. Tito looking to take this off the back of the pair of the players. The ball just gets kicked by Pony. Trying to get back to him there is Pedro. Pedro straightens himself up, flicks that one up further forward, but it looks like it's going to be Laprasset to pick this one up. Laprasset comes together with the other players here now. Stolen away there by Tito, but he gets hooked off out of it. Tito working, pulls this ball away and leaves it now for Pandy. Pandy drives this one up, goes into the back of the Pony, and we get a whistle on the play. Umpire well positioned. And just driving that one up in to the Pony. We can just see here now. There, Laprasset perfectly right there, and the ball's placed down here now for a penalty from the spot, a penalty 5 in favour of Illinois. And it's going to be Pedro to take it once more. Pedro taps this ball in towards the middle of the field, closing the angle down, waiting for him though, of course, is going to be Pandy. Taps it once more, keeps it moving forward, looks for the opportunity to unleash this one, does so, sends that one wide to Laprasset. Laprasset being ridden off out of that one there. He turns away, comes back forward again. Which way is he going to go? He's got Harrison there with him, gets a bit of protection, drags that ball forward here, there, and going towards goal at pace here, but he's over the top of that one there. Backhand comes in, changes the direction of play once again, but it's going to be Pedro. First service onto this one here, quickly back onto it, we get a whistle on that play. A little bit of something going on off the play there. It looked like it was the two number twos possibly having a bit of a tussle in there. And let the umpires just unpack this one and see what they give for it. And Larry Ashbrook been impeded in that one there, so we actually have a penalty again from the spot, and Pedro stands over this one and looks to tee this one up, having a quick chat there with Laprasset. But maybe it's Laprasset going to come back onto this one here now. Laprasset coming back onto the ball. There's a good view of a few of the lovely spectators here this evening in Chantilly, France. So it is Adrian Laprasset. Laprasset. Will he go large with it? Yes, he does. He goes long, he goes strong. It's high, it's dropped down into the danger zone, into the red zone, as they say. Trying to get onto it is Pedro. Pedro, he gets pulled off out of that one, and in comes Ashbrook, and we get a whistle on the play once more. The ball got put into the danger zone there by Laprasset. Comes away with it, and as tries to come away with it, Ashbrook comes in at an undesirable angle, as it were to say. And the ball's being carried up forward here now to put the fouled team in the position they would have been if they had not been fouled. And the umpire's deeming that goes to the halfway line. So we have a midfield penalty here. A penalty 5B being teed up there by Pandy with Tito. He'll be looking to see where his teammates are, but I personally believe he'll keep it short to begin with. But looking at him, he's going with a big one, goes with that big thumping drive up the field and puts that one up there. First to surface on it though, looks like it is going to be Pedro. Pedro Harrison covered that ground well, takes it forward, keeps it onto his near side, taking it away there from Tito. Pedro checks up, puts the man back on his other side, and then comes back in towards the middle of the field, gets some protection there from Laprasset, comes away out of the pack there, does Pedro Harrison once again, solid, strong, brings it forward here now. He's been marked closely. He can just dribble this ball forward. He gets told to use the ball. Uses it, he does, and he sends that one up the field, looking for Ashbrook, I think it is, at the front door, but it's gone a little bit wide for him. And first get onto that one, there's Tito there with Laprasset. Laprasset in there on the play, trying to make things a little bit difficult there for the two Korean players. Comes forward once more, keeps his ball moving forward. He's got his man in behind, flicks it back to him here now. Sends that back to Pandy. Pandy. In comes Tito once more to come off the back of the line. Does so. Allows Pandy to go up to look after Laprasset. Comes open with it this time. Pandy comes onto the protective side. Tito keeping this ball moving forward. Tito, will he make the show and go here? Gets protected once more. Good discipline will work between these two. Slipping in onto it though is Laprasset. Pandy goes back onto it. Harrison wanting a bit of it. He flicks that one away this time, but as he does, we get a bit of a contact there, and Pandy's not happy about that one. We can see on the replay here now. Tito has it. Pandy comes back onto it, and as he comes back onto it, looks like he might have got a little bit of a tap on the leg or something just on the ankle bone there. No malice, of course, intended. But this gives the opportunity here now for a few of the players to quickly go and change pony, as you see Laprasette mounting back up again. Umpires just having a quick little discussion about this one, possibly the third man as well. Gives you vision over. Picking up the ball and moving this one up forward here now. So an opportunity for Korea to regain that lead again, possibly, if the penalty goes in their favour, but still discussing it and waiting for the teams to get back onto the field. With Richard Harris mounted back up, Larry's just mounting back up here now. The two captains there with the umpires. And that ball is getting moved up forward, and forward it is, and it gets moved up to a 30-yard penalty possibly. Is it 30? Let me just have a little look here if it's 30 or a 40. To be teed up by Tito Rizkinazu for Korea. Tito with the short penalty here now as he just waits for his teammates to get back onto the field. So it's 30-yard penalty. A penalty too. So as David and Kim are back on the field here now, players call, Tito circling round. Just sorting his reins out. Tito takes that practice swing, circling up to this one nicely. Tito comes up to this one, goes with a very precise half swing and just puts it away, and there it is. The penalty two taken there by Tito Rizkinazu. Taking the score now, 6 goals it is to Korea, 5.5 to Illinois, USA. So back to the middle of the field it is here, to in front of us here, in front of the crowd. For Gaston Lucero to bowl the ball back in once more and get chucker number 4 back underway again. We've still got a long way to go in this match, so it could still go either way. It's tipping from one way to the other. Who's going to manage to come away with this win to get away into the finals? The backhand comes in there by Larry, but we get a whistle on the play. Off the line out. Ball. In it comes forward. Looking for that one there. Comes with the backhand, but looks like he just got impeded in his play. Therefore, we have a penalty here now in favour of Illinois, USA. Being teed up there by Adrian Laprasette. Laprasette circling around here now. Pandy waiting. Tito comes back in as he lets his man to look after the guy who's looking after him. Goes with the shot. Goes a high lofted shot. Nice weighted pass for Pedro to move on to here now. Pedro. Up on the play. Pony just popping and bouncing on him, but settles in it. Settled down now. Goes with the show and go, and up on the move here now. Reagan's got enough to get up past Tito. Has to check up. Looks to come back inside once again. Keeps it moving. He's got Laprasette in there. Laprasette gives him a bit of protection. Looking to face up towards goal once more. Does so. Checks, comes inside. Tries to go inside Tito. Tito just in there in front of him. Shows a bit too much to Tito, and Tito says thank you very much. Puts that one onto the near side and comes away. Breaks away onto the near side once again. Couldn't pick it up. He's got Pandy in behind giving good support. He drives that one up. The first to surface up onto this one here is going to be Pedro. Pedro comes in, establishes himself on the line and sends the backhand. Laprasette trying to get onto it, but it's going to be Tito's taken away from him now. Tito up the far side he goes here now. Korea on the move at the halfway line. Yields off it. The pair cancelling each other out. Leaves it for Pandy once more. Pandy up on the move here again, but he might have just shown a little bit too much of that one to Laprasette. They come in with the ride off here now, and we've got a horse race here. We know Pandy's got some good runners. He sends that one into the danger zone. Backhand comes in by Laprasette, putting it back out to the side once again, but it's picked up here now, and it's sent in towards the goal, and through the goals it goes. A beautiful goal there by David Coy, putting his second goal on the board here for today. Lovely play indeed there by David. Well positioned, settled himself over it, looked up at the goal, just lovely aerial shot, and through the goal it goes for David Coy, extending their lead here now. 7 goals it is to Korea, 5.5 to Illinois, US of A. So back to the middle of the field is once more Gaston Acero. And we've just asked for a free change there, or a change, because Adrian asking permission from the umpires there, and he scurries off down to the corner to quickly go and change. He's giving the players and ponies a little bit of a break as well. Those are still on the field. Adrian quickly changes. They're on a slightly taller pony, still stays with the same stick. So Adrian Laplacette comes back towards the middle of the field here now, as we wait in the line out to get this underway once more. Korea 7, 5.5 it is to Illinois. There goes the bell, but there it is, ball back into play. Skews off out the line out here, coming up onto it. Pandy picks up on his near side. Sorry, it's Tito onto the play. Tito just gets Pandy to look after Pedro as he just meets there. Laplacette in front of him now. A bit of a show and go. Goes up on the move here now. Laplacette going with him. Yields off. Leaves it now for Pandy. Pandy goes to the driving shot. He's got the two black guns there with him. And off he goes forward with this is Pandy. It's Tito rather. Tito going towards the goal. Tito looking to stick a ball this one all the way. Tito is going to do. Tito puts it away. And there is the flag lofted. That's another one on the board there for Korea. Making the score now. 8 goals it is. And it all started with that setup there with Pandy setting that ball up there for Tito. Tito went on the run. They drew both the players in, drew Laplacette and also Pedro. But unfortunately, Laplacette's dismounted. I think he might have got a little bit of a horse's bit in the middle of his back or something, or some teeth. He's smarting on the floor there. He's not happy. Meanwhile, the polo manager over here goes over and they'll be calling the ambulance and hopefully it's just a little bit of the magic spray that's required to get Laplacette back on. As they went forward, he might have gone a little bit untidy as well. Maybe he's just tweaked his back. Hopefully not. But he's getting himself back up onto his feet, or just in the knee position, and in comes the doctor here to give him that little bit of first aid. Ooh, that's sore. That is sore. I'd love to know what's in that spray, because it seems to work wonders. So they'll just give Adrian a little bit of time to compose himself and walk it off, and then when he comes back on, when he gets himself mounted back up, they'll give him time just to warm up and canter around with a bit of luck before we get this underway. But nothing to be taken away there from Korea. It was a good set play with Tito and Pandy pulling the other two players in, Tito making the break. And so Pandy had Pedro and Laplacette with him and able to thread that ball between the players and up there for Tito to take down the field and score. 8 goals to 5.5 it is. So Adrian mounting himself back up again once more, which is great to see. So two teams will line up here in the middle of the field after the goal was scored. On Gaston Acero. So ball back into play from Gaston Acero. Ball gets pushed up forward here now by Pandy. Pandy wants a bit of that one there, but it just gets Thomas to play. And once again, it's going to be Pedro. Pedro comes away with it. Pedro now leaves it for Laplacette. Laplacette can't make the play. He's got a white player underneath him, but hesitating too much. And we get a whistle on that play. And that'll get carried up further forward up the field. He had a lot of traffic to get through. Will he go 60 or will he go closer for a short penalty? And unfortunately, he couldn't really get out there too much, could Bin Kim. He was held in there. So the umpire's moving this one up forward here now, and it looks like that one's been dropped down on the 60-yard line with all the players still to get through. They Won't be taking it any further up, so La Placette. We just saw him take a couple of beautiful penalties earlier on. Let's see how his back's feeling now. He's just speaking to Pedro, seeing if he's all right. And clearly he seems to be okay, because it looks like he's going to be taking this penalty here now. Wanting to enact a bit of vengeance here and put another one on the board and get a little bit closer and back in contact again for the penalty 4. Adrian La Placette. For the boys from Los Brizos in Illinois, USA. Gets the shot, it's along the ground, it's bouncing, it's worming, but it looks like it's gone wide and wide, and out towards the left-hand side it goes. So the score remains the same. 8 goals is to Korea, 5.5 to Illinois, USA. Bringing it into play here now is Pandy. Pandy taps up to La Placette, gets rid of this one here now and sends this one up the field, up into open space. First to surface on it is going to be... There he picks that one up nicely on his near side. Couldn't pick up the stick side play. Having to reach out for that one there is Tito. Very nice play there by Tito. But he's been well marked once again there by his new best friend. It's called Pedro. Takes it away there. Does La Placette. La Placette steals that one away. He's got Pandy to get past and he's got Tito in behind. The backhand comes in but it's flicked away from there. Nice play there by La Placette, saying this goalward bound, putting it up there for Larry Ashbrook. Ashbrook looking to put this one away and he just sends that one out towards the left hand side. Looks to make the backhand. Couldn't exact out that one there. Cleared away there from the back line by Pandy once again. Sends it out here now. Looking to get that one up to Ming Kim, but Pedro looks like he's got the better of him on this one here now. Coming around the front though to pick it up is going to be La Placette. La Placette picks it up and goes goalward bound. He's heard the first bell has gone. Gets stopped in his play a little bit and he has to go the long way round. Gets blocked out of it on this time, but it's now going to be Tito. Tito on the play. Comes away. No, it is actually Pandy. Sorry, but it's a long way from me here, but the backhand comes in there by La Placette going in towards the goal. It's sitting dangerously in front of goal in the red zone, but just going to be picked up here once again there by Tito. And I think there we have the second bell has gone dangerously close to that Korean goal. So at the end of chukker number 4, it is 8 goals to Korea, 5.5 goals to Illinois, US of A. Oh, now we'll go into a few messages and adverts from Pololine. Illinois, USA on 5.5, and we're starting with a roll in right there in front of the Korean goal. It'll be bowled in from the inside out. So an opportunity here now for Illinois to get one back. Korea desperately looking to clear this one away, looking to go from end to end for a coast-to-coast goal. I'm sure Illinois have got other thoughts about this. There it is, ball bowling play, front of the line out there, trying to get hold of that one there, and it's cleared away here there by Pandey. Pandey strong, takes that one out towards the side. Pandey gets stopped here this time, goes up the middle of the field, but it's going to be that man, Pedro Harrison. Oh, and he leaves that one there behind now for Laprasette. Laprasette takes a hook, keeps possession of it and leaves it now for Harrison once more. Harrison going goal bound here. Harrison looking to get up towards danger zone, gets hooked off out of it. The ball gets sent a little bit further back, but first onto it. Oh, and they're both over the top of it, cancelling each other out is Tito and Laprasette. Coming back round is Tito once more, but Pedro has control of the play here now. And Pedro looks up towards the goal, looks to see if he's got a free shot, drives that one forward and drills that one straight into the back of the pony. We get a whistle. He was trying to just hit that one straight over the top, but unfortunately for him, he didn't quite get enough underneath it. And you see here on the replay, Para, straight into the back of Tito's pony. So we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Korea. Massive sigh of relief for Korea here now. And on the field for Korea in the fifth chucker, David Koi and Jerry Kwa, alongside Pandey and Tito. So Tito goes up forward, leaving it for Pandey. From the spot, Pandey taps it forward. Up there to Laprasette, looking to make him make the play. Does come under the neck with this one there, puts the acute angle onto that one there. Coming onto it is going to be David is following Tito on that one there. Dummies the big shot, comes back inside there. Oh, nice little play there by Tito. Comes in behind Pedro on it. Fizzes that one up here. Now see nicely for Pandey. Pandey and Laprasette going back hard at each other here now. They're going to come together right on this one here now. Pandey goes with the long range shot in towards the goal. In towards the goal it is. It's looking good. It's looking good. Laprasette has to go back for it, but he can't get back to it in time. And through the goal it is. Beautiful goal there by Santiago Erstosa. Sends that one away. You can see they bent hard at each other, did Laprasette and Pandey. Laprasette has to go back for it, but it just beat him to the line. And through the goals it goes. That's 9 goals it is now to Korea. 5.5 to Illinois, US of A. And back to the middle of the field it is here. And we've still got 5.5 minutes left to play here in this chucker as Gaston Lucero just bowls that ball into play once more. Off the front of the line, out it comes. Pedro wants it, but so does Pandey. Pandey's on the move. Pandey's coming forward with it once again. Straightens himself up down these boards, takes that ball off the boards and checks up the play, but he's got Harrison in front, goes with the shot to try and send that one underneath the neck and try and get that one up here further forward, but it's going to be an open backhand there by Harrison for Laprasette. Laprasette on this grey pony once more. Laprasette running it forward, trying to get the hook, and gets the hook there. Does Tito, leaves it for Pandey. Pandey cuts this one across the field, keeps control of the play, leaves it for Tito. Tito on the rampage here now. Tito going back with Pedro on his near side, goes with the near side under the next shot, tries to get that one in towards the goal, but it's going to be shadowed out over the back line by Pedro Harrison. Just to retain possession of the ball from the hit in, which will be brought in here now by Laprasette once more, who seems to be missing off the field at the moment as he quickly goes and changes off the grey onto a little chestnut, onto a little bay. But it's going to be Pedro to bring it in. Pedro taps it forward. Pedro brings it up there to Pandey. Goes with a long shot here this time up the middle of the field, looking for Laprasette, but he's shown too much of that one there to Tito on the little chestnut pamper. Comes away there, turns it away from the play. Goes forward once more. He's got Laprasette, comes back inside him. He's got Pandey in behind, working well, these two. Very solid indeed, but in comes Laprasette, steals that one away. Laprasette, lovely little flick stick work there by Laprasette. Laprasette avoiding the hooking play, takes the bouncing ball, and he's on the loose here now. Laprasette looking for another one back here now. Laprasette tapping it. Laprasette under the neck there. Beautiful play there by Adrien Laprasette. Comes in, steals that one away from Tito and runs it down the field. Beautiful bit of stick work there by Adrien Laprasette. On the replay you can see that Tito, there's not a lot he can do. He can't get back to him in time. And it's Adrien Laprasette to put the next one on the board there for Illinois. Taking the score 9 now. 9 goals is to Korea, 6.5 to Illinois. So back to the middle of the field it'll be, and it looks like we've got a free change going on with the players leaving the field. I'm Playing at number 2, we have Jerry Kwapi. He's there with his black helmet with his Guns N' Roses on the back, rather than the blue which he sometimes plays in. You know he plays a black helmet with a blue emblem on the back. Today he's got his black one on with the Guns N' Roses. Big fan, evidently. So there you see on the screen there, e-mobility suppliers and partners of the Road Apollo, which is going to take the next generation up to a new level. So we just see there, coming back out onto the field is Pandy Santiago. Aristotes coming back on there, back to the middle of the field, be just waiting for him. And then Gaston Lucero will get this ball back into play for the second half of this 5th and final chuck of the balls. Back into play once again off the back of the line out. Tito has a bit of that one there. Tito comes away with it here now. Up on the move, bit of show and go there with Lapracette. On the go he goes here. Tito Izguizu tries to pick up the ball from behind himself. It's now picked up on the near side by Lapracette, looking for it. Trying to come in onto that and claim the line is David. It was Jerry, couldn't quite get onto that one there. Brings it forward here now, does Pedro Harrison. Going to get blocked there, going to have to be a little bit careful, doesn't want to be causing any fouls, but it's Pedro, drives that one up the middle of the field here now. Beautiful play there by Pedro, and it's picked up here by Lapracette. Lapracette on the move once again, Lapracette going goalward bound, Lapracette looking to get himself through the traffic, he gets up further forward, but the backhand comes in there by Tito Izguizu, saving the day once more, and have a guess who's on the end of that one. Yes, it's Pandy, takes it out wide, out towards the boards here, coming back at pace. You've got Richard and Larry trying to cut the corner here now. Pandy up onto the play here now, pushes hard once again. He's very strong. He takes it further forward down the field. He's a long way wide. He goes with a big neck shot. He's got a great neck shot. Has he got enough room to see that one? But no, unfortunately, couldn't see enough of the goal, and it just goes wide. So the ball will be placed down on the back line here now for Illinois, USA to bring back into play, not wasting any time. Pedro wants to get on the move, but he just gets pulled back here by the umpires. Evidently play hadn't been called. He's wanting to get a move on with this one. That clock is tick-tocking down, and they're like basically 3 goals adrift. So Pedro Harrison tries once more, comes back into play. Brings it up here now, in behind. Sends a driving shot, sends it up there, looking for Lapracette. Meets Lapracette nicely, takes it up on the first play. In comes Tito and Lapracette. Comes hard at it once again. Comes further forward up the field. The backhand, good strong backhand there by Jerry. Jerry sends the backhand in towards the middle field. Across the field it goes here, there by Pandy. Looking to link up here now. Sends it out towards the far side. Up onto the boards it comes, and picking it up beautifully is Tito. But as he does, he sends that one out over the boards. So the ball will be dropped down for a free hit in favour of Illinois, US of A. So not wasting any time, Lapracette, he's on the move. Lapracette's got a GPS out and it's set on those goals. He comes forward, he gets beaten in the play there, and the ball skews off out to the side. Backhand, oh, and he couldn't quite get the backhand off, and the first up onto this one here now. Coming onto it, Tito goes with the shot, sends that one in towards the middle of the field, but first to surface up onto this one. All right, he sends the backhand. Nice backhand by him. Half stop there by Pandy, but it's sent a little bit further on the backhand by Pedro. Pedro's backhand meets up there with Lapracette, but the whistle blows. Lapracette trying to get away, but unable to do so. And you can see the backhand of Pedro. And Lapracette's just standing across the player, and we get a whistle blown. And so the ball's dropped down here now for a penalty in favour of Korea. Those players just leave the field of play to just have a quick change of ponies. You see Lapracette changing quickly too. And just standing over the ball here now. Here's Tito coming back to have a quick chat with him. There is going to be Jerry Kwa. Whilst they just wait for Pandy to come back out onto the field. Lapracette just having a quick chat with the umpire. Unfortunately, talking about the past, and there's a good shot of Ben Kim, who just has to stand down this chucker, nail-bitingly nervous and watching his teammates. Gaston just explaining there to Lapracette. And so players called, and it's going to be Pandy to bring it back into play here once more there for Korea. Pandy goes with a long one-time shot, gives that ball a ride and sends it up the front door, looking there for Derry, but unfortunately for him, he couldn't quite pick that one up, and he just gets caught in a bit of no man's land as Pedro comes onto it. No, it's actually for David. So the ball's placed down here now for penalty 5. Harrison comes in, makes a driving shot, sends that one up here, looking for Lapracette. Lapracette, but first to come onto it. Unfortunately, couldn't pick out the backhand, but Lapracette drives this one in towards the goal. It's dribbling, it's bobbling in towards the goal, but it looks like it's just going to be shadowed out over the back line. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The final bell goes, and that gives us our finals of the Nations Cup, which will be Korea versus PACA France. Korea playing an absolutely storming game here this afternoon, congratulating each other, and a great achievement there by this Korean organisation, with the final score being 9 goals it is to 7.5 over Illinois. They're just giving everyone great congratulations there. Bin Kim had to stand out and watch that last. Federico, the team coach, congratulating the players. Looks like he's just having a little bit of fun there with Bin Kim as well. So the players will congratulate each other and thank each other for a great game, and the umpires too, as the umpires start to leave the field, as do the players, back to their respective camps with a jubilant Korea. And there David Coy just dismounting. Should be very happy indeed, and I'm sure he is. You see Pandy dismounted there as well, in shot there with him, Secunda Amadori. A lovely family picture there of Pandy, congratulated by Federico. And so we see a long distance shot there of the Korean camp, with Jerry congratulating each other, and there is once again Secunda Amadori, a great player. And so after chukker number 1, Korea were up by half a goal, 2 to 1.5. They were down by a half, 3 to 3.5. Thereafter chukker number 2, 5 to 5.5, still a half goal down in chukker number 3. In chukker number 4, they seemed to turn the screws on, and 8 goals it became to Korea. 5.5 to Illinois, and at the end of chukker number 5, Illinois came back scoring 2 only to the 1 of Korea, but the final score running out the winners were Korea on 9 goals to 7.5. And now we'll just go down for a few stats. We have a number of spectators going out onto the field to stretch their legs and tread some divots. There's a very jubilant camp indeed. Jerry, having played that last chukker, be very content indeed. So there we have our stats, ladies and gentlemen. 9 to 7.5 final score, 8 goals scored from the field by Korea, 6 by Illinois. Throw-ins, 10 to 7, not a massive margin, but enough there by Korea. Fouls, 8 to 7, fairly even. Stevens again. Penalties, 1 from 1 for Korea. Only 1 for 2, though, unfortunately, for Illinois. No safeties, and 1 yellow card was given out to the Illinois team. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is our stats, and we have our finalists. It's going to be PACA France against Korea. And now we'll go to a few of the best goals. A good shot there quickly of David Coy. And here it is. That man himself came in onto that one there and finished it off beautifully. Well positioned, well timed, and beautifully finished off there by David. You can see from the other angle there, giving good support, got himself free from his man. And there's nothing that Lapracette could do but sit and watch that one just get converted through the goalposts. And here we have Lapracette on the move, onto his near side, onto his stick side again, and managed just to flick that one away. Lovely, well-worked goal there by Adrian Lapracette. Once again from another view Flicked it up in the air on the near side, then poof, through the goal. He takes that one. There's Adrian Laplacette. And here we have Harrison. He was on the absolute run. He was storming away down the field. Put a good approach shot. Came down with that quietly. Kept his head and just tapped that one away. Beautiful goal there. Nice running goal by Pedro Harrison. He took that one coast to coast, in fact. Pedro taps it again. And just that last little tickle, even though it was over the line. Pedro Harrison. So came off there. You see here the backhand by Laplacette jumping on the spoils and just put that one away nicely and says thank you very much indeed just before he quickly goes and changes pony. And here we have Bandy. Got a good break. He just went a little bit wide with his approach shot, kept this calm and just leant over the ball and just dropped it through the goals. Again here the backhand came in, picks that one up here now, and he sends another one through and through the goals. There's another one there for David. Great goal. 2 goals today, 3 the other day. And on this one here, we've got Laplacette running away from Tito Rizkinazu, dribbling this ball all the way and finishing it off very nicely indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're just with you here in a moment with our MVP.